Canton, Ohio, tonight. There's a football game to be played. The Jets and the Browns.
Let's go.
That's right. Jets and the Browns inside the stadium. Across the street from the Juicer that's now been a much larger complex. The Pro Football Hall of Fame. So.
Love it.
Tom Benson Stadium. Jets versus Browns. Let's go.
Come on.
What can we read into it? I don't know.
I mean, it's
here's what we're going to read into it.
Mond and Zach Wilson.
Here's what we're going to read into it.
But
we're going to read everything into it. It'll be a camera fixed on Aaron Rodgers the entire game. According to Rich Samini of ESPN, who covers the Jets, said, look out for Rodgers to wear a headset tonight. He wants to call plays.
Oh.
And it looks like, Nathaniel Hackett's going to say, hey, buddy, thanks for having my back this week. Here's a headset. You want to call plays? Go for it. It is Aaron Rodgers' world, and we're all just paying rent as Jets fans, and the Jets organization has handed everything off to this guy. Now, there was no list, apparently, of players he wanted to have tonight in the Hall of Fame game. I don't think we're going to see many of the guys that came to come play with Aaron Rodgers and Alan Lazard and Randall Cobb. I would suggest let's not see him. Let's not see him for another couple weeks at the very least. There'll be no Garrett Wilson tonight. Speaking of OH, he will be no doubt sitting there and watching. But the conversation will surround Zach Wilson. Deshaun Watson will be there as well. I'm sure there'll be a camera on him. Joe Thomas is going into the Hall of Fame. There'll be Browns fans all over the place. It'll be a fun night. But really, it's a Zach Wilson's first game since the disastrous Thursday night affair against the Jacksonville Jaguars that wrapped up the Amazon Prime season. That was, for us Jets fans, on Amazon Prime, something that we would return to sender. That box that comes to the house. New house, who dis?
Send it back.
Send it back. Don't want to see it anymore. I think I came out on the air and just said his time in New York is done.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And it was done as a starting quarterback that night until Aaron Rodgers came up on the screen. And Aaron Rodgers, as we all know, I hear you, I see you on my Twitter feed, all you trolls and haters and those who might be at the 10 o'clock position from my chair as well. Yeah, that's you. You're 10 o'clock.
Oh.
That's 2 o'clock over there. 2 o'clock is, you're an underrated troll. You troll me and say, I'm just a nice guy. I don't troll. No, look, I understand. I'm putting it out there. And I'm not saying this is a Super Bowl season. I'm not saying, I'd even say the other day when we had a poll question, the likeliest AFC team going from last place to first, I said it would be the Browns, the team that the Jets are playing tonight.
But did you mean it?
I did, because I think the Bills are still the AFC East team to beat. I think they've gotten better. So, yeah, I just wanted to put that out there when I now give you the ultimate best case scenario for my guy, Aaron Rodgers, for the New York Jets. This is the best case scenario. Okay? Here it is. Zach Wilson tonight just shows you all the things, even though he's going against a bunch of guys that might be working at your local supermarket there in Ohio later on in September. He wings it around and he looks great. And then we start thinking about what happens after Rodgers leaves and puts a trophy in the case. You betcha. Aaron Rodgers is already talking that way. He's already envisioning Zach Wilson on the straight and narrow. This is what he had to say about his apprentice, his protege. Yes. His Watson, No, here we go. Check it out.
He's played really, really well in camp. You guys have watched it, and he's made a number of great throws. He looks confident. His fundamentals, I think, are improving. He's throwing the ball on time because he's got all the other intangibles. He can run, he can move, he can throw on the move, he can throw no-look passes. It's just to be a good reset for him. And I think he'll look back years from now and be really thankful for this time to grow, to reset, to take a breath, and it's going to set him up for a nice long career in the league.
There you go. Nice long career in the league.
Doing what exactly?
Playing quarterback. No looking. Hey, look, we all knew.
Holding those
Coming in,
first
we
down
all know.
markers.
We all knew. Remember that throw he made at his pro day at BYU?
Oh,
Yeah, like I said,
the roll F bomb.
Hey,
Like I said yesterday, you can't take those out of context.
he has created a pro day moment that every other quarterback has since tried to replicate.
Anthony Richardson literally did it 2 days ago.
Correct.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying. Now, here's the thing. You don't want some guy to say, hey, I created the pro day throw. You want him to make that throw on Super Sunday like Jalen Hurts did against the Chiefs, rolling one way and throwing back the other way and putting it where only his Pro Bowl receiver and A.J. Brown can go get it.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
So this is it. If Aaron Rodgers can come to, I'm just screwed. I'm going to say it. If Aaron Rodgers can come, I'm going to say it.
Go ahead.
You make it so easy for me.
It's Hall of Fame Thursday. It's Hall of Fame Thursday. Football's back and I'm feeling it.
Hopping on the sprint.
All right, so everybody just back off and let me just do this for
I
you.
can feel it.
Thank you.
If
Mr.
Aaron
Brandon.
Rodgers can come to New York, win a Super Bowl or two, and then say, I'm done. My work is done here. It's Zach Wilson's turn. And they have Zach Wilson on a second contract there that's not going to break the bank at all because Zach Wilson still hasn't proven himself. If he leaves the situation where Zach Wilson now has learned from the guy who he can make the off platform throw, the no-look throw, and be the pro that he can be. If Rodgers is actually now in a situation where he is mentoring a kid that he knows is not really pushing him, he's already there. He went to a spot where the kid's already there. Last spot, he's like, hey, I'm just sitting around on a draft night, sitting around in a pandemic, and all of a sudden my phone rings. Like, what the hell? You know? I'm 2 fingers into a drink and I'm finding out Jordan Love's coming to my spot. What the hell's going on? This guy is like, I'm happy that the kid's here because I'm here. The team wants me here. I want to be here. I've got my guys here. I feel good to be here. Let me win a couple Super Bowls, coach him up, and then Zach Wilson looks like the Zach Wilson that the Jets wanted to have, and off we go. He's on the straight and narrow, and then Zach wins the Super Bowl. That's it. Honestly. Like, that's the Powerball right there. Right now.
Yeah, the 1 in 92
Right now, hold on a second.
trillion.
Right now, we're holding a ticket. Rodgers, we've got one ball. One ball, which, what, $2? I get $2?
$2 for a ticket.
There you go.
Yeah, $2 for a
I got $2 in my pocket.
Yeah.
First half of the season, maybe a couple balls hit, right? Then 2 more balls hit. Now, we win the Super Bowl, Powerball. Then Zach Wilson becomes the man because he learns from Rodgers. He's taking a breath. Rodgers is talking about him breathing. Do we have that soundbite too? Do we have that one? Because Rodgers isn't just teaching him how to throw and how to be a pro. He's teaching him how to breathe. Don't laugh. That's important. Chris, you try and not breathe properly.
Yeah, I guess that's hard to do.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's difficult.
Are you trying to not breathe properly right now? You're just covering your mouth because you can't believe I'm saying these things. Hey, Rodgers, teach him how to breathe. Go for it.
As much as anything, I hope that this time for him is like a deep inhale and exhale. That he can really like take a breath and pause and sit with the disappointment of last year and the frustration, and then channel it. And I feel like he has, but just rechannel it to a positive and focus on the opportunity in front of him to learn with a guy who loves him and cares about him and wants him to be great and wants him to do incredible things every day and to get better. And then just go be himself and look at this as a chance to reset.
Jack Handy, deep thoughts.
Is Rodgers charging Zach Wilson $200 an hour for practice?
I don't know. I think this is free of charge. It's on the arm.
Sounds like his therapist.
Pal, it's on the arm.
You inhale and exhale
It's
too
on the
much,
arm.
you'll be peeing in a cup.
So tonight,
happening?
what I'm saying to you, the ultimate in what this can possibly be. On one hand, Aaron Rodgers pulls the Jets out of the half century of the football gods kicking him in the Nard's morass. Leads him to the promised land. And with the other hand, rises up Zach Wilson from his last performance against the Jacksonville Jaguars, where he was left for dead by all of us and Jets fandom. Rises him up, teaches him how to breathe and throw and play and be a pro. And then Zach wins another one. That starts tonight.
It's not a lie. If you believe it.
In Canton, Ohio. Rodgers, you know what he should do is on the sideline, just turn around and look at that building where he's going in. 5 years after he decides to leave the Jets with a trophy or two in the case. And then Zach Wilson, he'll turn around, take a look at that building and go, maybe, just maybe. Because last year, he would need a ticket to get in there.
He didn't know how to breathe.
He didn't know how to breathe. Yes.
Wow.
That's what we call a show open. And it starts tonight.
I'm pulling for you.
No, you're not.
No, you're not.
No, you're not.
He really isn't.
Somebody's car alarm going off. Did I
Yeah.
set off an alarm?
Someone's.
I think it's yours.
That steak is so hot. It's setting off car
It started
alarms.
melting. It started melting alarms. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.